So, everybody, we know potentially the reason for the controversial reason why Man City pulled out of the Lucas Paqueta deal. We spoke about it this morning. It broke this morning how there was a 90% chance of Lucas staying at West Ham, and controversial issues were cited. One sort of trail of thought was maybe it was a issue of his shoulder. Obviously, he'd dislocated his shoulder a couple of times and was always having a bit of a weak shoulder last season. That might be one of the reasons. Doesn't seem so. Another one was that we were asking too much money, and apparently, it was 85 million plus Cole Palmer was the offer we wanted on the table. That's the reason. As reported by Sky Sports and several other news sites now, the move for Man City's move for Paqueta is on hold because of concerns surrounding FIFA and FA betting investigations. And its investigation for betting surrounding Lucas Paqueta. The investigation is believed to be about bets that were placed in Brazil, not by him, but by others, potentially family members and friends in Brazil. No bets on his bank statements or anything like that at all. He's apparently shocked by the allegations. It was £80 million deal to City, was almost close to being agreed, and could still happen if the issue's cleared up quickly. In the meantime, obviously Paqueta's focused and available for West Ham against Chelsea at the weekend. To all intensive purposes, that curtails any move for my dog's just looking at me while doing a poo deep in the eye. That's very off-putting. For example, the Ivan Toney situation, we can look back at that. Obviously, he was given a 8-month ban, wasn't it? Something like that. That took months of investigation. So I'll be very surprised if the investigation is concluded within the next 12 days, i.e. before the transfer window slams shut. So, to all intents and purposes, Lucas Paqueta will remain a West Ham player definitely until January, and maybe even until the summer, when obviously his £85 million release clause comes into play. As you said, it's according to the French journalist Santa Jules, it says the investigation is underway. The deal is suspended by Man City, and it's they found that relatives of Paqueta's family had bet on matches in which the midfielder of West Ham played. So it's obviously a big no. This was 3 months after that massive ban for Ivan Toney was handed out for betting. So 200 or 300 counts, I think he was. But that's the reason. That's the reason. Apparently, is reported in the Mail. We did allude to it. Yes, I alluded to it this morning. That it just didn't seem right. It's how it was all or nothing, and then just went completely quiet. And we thought there might have been something around about the ways, and apparently that was it. So just to reiterate, the reason for the Man City pulling out of the Paqueta bids, the controversial reason was he is currently being investigated by the Football Association for possible breaches of rules on betting on football. By all accounts, as I said, it is to do with not bets he's placed, but bets placed in Brazil. But Paqueta insists he did not place the bets, and he does not bet at all. And apparently it was family or friends potentially who were betting on matches he was directly involved in. So we shall see. Now it's an uncertainty surrounding him, as he waits to find out if he's being charged with any offences or potentially could face a ban. We obviously know the lengthy ban that Ivan Toney had for betting sort of issues, but that was himself rather than necessarily Paqueta, but we'll see what happens upon conclusion of that investigation. I said, no doubt that's not going to happen the conclusion is not going to happen in the next 12 days. So I imagine you will be seeing Lucas Paqueta in a West Ham shirt, and you'll see him tomorrow, on Sunday rather, playing his heart out, bless him. As I said, he's completely shocked by this. And so that's all we've got. That's all we got so far. Anyway, we'll be back later on. Late show. Check it out. We'll be there 10 o'clock UK time. Myself and Anton, the dream team, will be back on Friday nights. Back on nights. You can tell Mrs. Budden and Flo aren't in the country to do a late night stream. Have it. Anyway, take care. Stay safe. Stay warm. Much love. Bye bye.